Good. It's no Fury professional grappling, but how does it feel to be, on a UFC fight week here?
Feels good. It's definitely a dream come true. Great opportunity. I mean, I put a lot of time into this sport. I put a lot of time into wrestling and MMA, so I'm slowly getting there, slowly starting to get closer to the dream, to the goal.
When did you get the call to find out that you were going to be on this card?
I think it was 10 or 11 days before Saturday, so it was like 10 or 11 days out. Yeah, I was in Acme. It's like a random number from Texas, and I'm like, usually I would never answer it. I'd be like, oh, this is definitely spam, and I don't know, for some reason I had I should answer this phone call, and I call. He's like, hey, it's Mick Maynard. Just want to know if you can make weight next week, and I'm like, yeah, of course. And he's like, all right, I'll be in touch. I hang up, and then I'm like walking through the aisle like, that was definitely a prank phone call. Like there's no way. And I'm like, why is he calling me, not my manager? And then I called my manager. He's like, yeah, it's real. And I was like, awesome.
That's great. So was there any who's the opponent or what are we facing? And was there any talk of that?
It didn't matter, to be honest. At that point I didn't know that Trayshawn was out. So I was kind of like, is it Urbina? I didn't expect Mike, to be honest, but I would have loved the rematch, obviously. I would have loved another chance at the finale. I think everyone saw how that first round went. But I'm happy, man. I'm getting another opportunity, so I can't complain.
No doubt. So before getting this other opportunity, how would you have described your time on the show? Like when you walked away, were you frustrated or bitter or anything like that?
So I was kind of under the impression that that they were going to have a card around all the tough contestants and the coaches, obviously. And then I saw that they announced Ortega and Volkanovski were in September on the pay-per-view card, and I was like, that's weird. And I kind of figured that meant that they weren't going to fight on the same card as us. And then when I saw the finale, and I was just kind of under the impression that I was going to be on the finale, and I saw the finale and it had 14 fights on it, and I was like, oh man, that's not good. I had a bad feeling, and I really was excited because I had two teammates on the same card, Pat Sabatini and Sean Brady. So I was kind of like, oh man, that sucks. That would have been a great opportunity, and then I got the call. Yeah.
That's awesome. So how much were you training? Were you training as if there was going to be a fight for you this week, or did you not because you didn't have the call?
I'm always in the gym. Like if I miss 2 days, my coach is up my ass. So I'm always in the gym for sure. I just probably didn't do as much little glove sparring as I would normally do. But we're always ready. We're always training. Yeah. That's
awesome. What do you think about the matchup stylistically?
What's not to love, Besides the obvious of he's been submitted 3 or 4 times. I think it was 3 times, and I submit majority of my opponents. That's a huge factor. It's rare that I get to fight a guy that's shorter than me, for sure. Especially at 85. What's not to love about the matchup, for sure.
Nice. Last thing for me, I guess, what's the goal here, man? Is it just go get a win and secure your place in the UFC, or is it go do something spectacular and make people go, that's the guy we got to pay attention to? What's the goal?
Look, I'm not going out there to do backflips and stuff, but I'm here to make a statement for sure. I'm here to make a statement that says, look, I'm here to stay. I'm dangerous for anyone I fight, and I'm the best in the world at what I do, for sure.
I've asked all the guys so far today about their time on Tough and things that didn't air, some fun stories. We've heard some crazy stuff already. I'm curious if you have any stories you want to share with us.
That's the golden question today, or at least this week. There was a lot of great moments in the house, especially that didn't make the show, for whatever the format is. But it's funny, before my quarterfinal, there was this bird stuck in our house, and I got the pool net out and caught the bird and released it, and it was in the middle of a really boring day. It was eventful. Probably doesn't sound that much. So I go out and win the quarterfinal, and then right before my semifinal, we were all sitting by the pool, and there was this bird just acting weird again, and someone said hey, look at that bird. Next thing you know, the bird jumps in the water, and we're like, that's weird. Drowns itself in the pool. So I pull it out. We got nothing else to do. I pull the bird out, and we start trying to give it the chest compressions. Long story short, we don't save the bird. The bird dies. We have like a proper burial for it and everything. And I was like, I remember going back inside and be like, that cannot be a good sign for like what today's gonna happen. But it is what it is. Yeah.
That's definitely not the kind of
Fucking
story
bird.
I expected. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.